Can you hear us? Is the stream getting...
And why is my video not working?
Yeah, why is the video not working?
What?
You guys can see me, right?
Oh, there is sound! Yay! Hi!
But there's no me.
There's no Tantan.
Oh yeah, now I can't. Wait, I can see you.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, right?
well, on the back end we can see her, but I've got a preview of the stream happening.
Okay.
And
We shall reveal Tantan shortly.
yes. Welcome. Thank you for being patient with us as we try and work out some of the technical difficulties. Not good sound.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Okay, awesome. Well, welcome back. We're the Block C. I am Kodra. I am joined by Prasanna and Tantan. They are going to show off some impressive speed solving, and I know Prasanna has a fun bonus that he got agreed to, that he's going to be solving in the right order from left to right, top to bottom. So that'll be fun. We are raising money for the SudokuCon, which is going to be a convention for Sudoku lovers to gather together. We've recently raised we made our incentive, and we've recently raised the incentive pool to 5,000, and this is going to help with some scholarships for students and also provide some operating expense. But I'm going to get to that. I'm Kodra, by the way. I am mostly known for helping Clover out with solving her monthly puzzles, but I've got some people with me who are way more well-known in the Sudoku community, so I'm going to go ahead and let them introduce themselves. Prasanna, can you introduce yourself, please?
Okay. I started solving Sudokus and other puzzles in 2010, and I've been competing on the Indian team at the World Sudoku and Puzzle Championship since then. I am more into pencil puzzles, but I like Sudoku as well. I help Logic Masters India organize stuff, competitions in India, as well as all our online competitions and everything else on the website. And I work at Grandmaster Puzzles as both a puzzle writer and like doing other stuff, I guess.
That's awesome. 1 second. Sinu-san or Tantan, can you hear us? If not. Okay, I think we've lost Tantan. One second while we deal with some technical issues. All right. So we will introduce Tantan once we manage to resolve these technical issues. But you were on the national team. What's the most recent competition you attended?
The most recent one was the 24-hour puzzle championship in Hungary. It's an event, like as it says, you solve pencil puzzles for 24 hours, 10 a.m. to 10 a.m. It's an international competition.
Wow. So that's super cool. I have mostly only been exposed to Sudoku solving from like watching Cracking the Cryptic. How different is like what it is like to solve puzzles fast versus what they do on their channel?
I guess, look, I don't think there's much difference in terms of approach. I think it's just fine tuned that some it's it's partly talent, obviously, partly skill, and also partly intent. Right? There are many solvers who just like leisure time solving, don't really like getting into the competitions. That's the first thing. And then obviously, as you get into it, you practice more, you do more competitions, and you can kind of hone your skills to s- solve quicker, I guess, and also kind of plan things out better. Like you have more of an awareness of when to switch, like switch in two ways. One is like when to switch from like speed solving to like taking a step back and looking for a difficult deduction and then going back to speed solving, and all those transitions. And you also get better at figuring out how to approach uh, a contest setting. Like uh, in contests, you're not just solving one Sudoku, and it's not just one hard Sudoku.
Mhm.
There's like maybe 10 or 15 Sudokus each round, and each round has maybe 40 to 50 minutes and different varying difficulties. So you also get better at kind of transitioning from grid to grid, right? And switching your thinking. So things like that come with practice, but other than that, yeah, first thing is intent, then talent.
All right. It looks like we have Tantan back, but you might be muted. Can we test your audio?
Yeah.
Oh, excellent.
Can hear
We can hear you. Can the chat hear Tantan?
Let me.
Okay,
Yes.
now they can hear you. First they couldn't see you, then they could see you. Now they can hear you.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Could you introduce yourself, Tantan? Oh,
And
no.
we have lost you again.
We've lost your audio. We had it for a second. Okay. Well, we'll see if we can get that issue worked out. So you mentioned you're solving a lot of different.
Tantan is the current world Sudoku champion, guys. She's worth the wait. So,
Yes, absolutely. Do you usually know the variants of Sudoku you'll be solving when you go to a competition? Do they give that to you ahead of time?
yeah. There's an instruction booklet which will provide examples as well, and the rules of every single Sudoku that's appearing, as well as how many of them, and also a points distribution that gives you like the big difficulty levels. Right?
Okay.
So higher points equals difficult, and lesser points equals easier. This is mainly done by getting people to test solve it beforehand and like time their solves. It's not an exact science, I guess, but yeah, I mean that's as close as we get. And then yeah, we have enough time to set practice puzzles and stuff in the lead up and all that.
Super cool. Now, are all of the puzzles that you use to practice with, are they going to be handset, and is that also true for all the puzzles you solve as part of a competition?
Mostly yes, usually yes. I think nowadays I would go more towards yes. I think in the early days when there weren't as many setters around, there were countries which wanted to host but didn't have as many setters, and you didn't have a community that could um, help out. So some of them had generated puzzles in the past, but I don't think that's been the case in at least the last 6 or 7 years.
Okay, cool. I
Maybe
see
more.
we have, yeah, I see we have Tantan back. Is everything working now?
Hopefully.
Hopefully, I can hear you. Can the chat hear you? That's the question. Heard that.
They heard hopefully.
Awesome. Okay, Tantan, could you introduce yourself?
Okay, yeah. Hi everyone. My name is Tantan. I'm a math PhD student at Georgia Tech, and I've been solving competitively since 2013. Yeah. Well, what else?
Well, you're Prasanna already gave it away, but you're all currently the fastest in the world, so that's extremely exciting. and you're going to be solving some Sudokus for us. I believe, though, we have up first is going to be Prasanna. You've got a couple of puzzles that you're going to solve first the wrong way and then the right way is, I believe, how it's been framed. So why don't we go ahead and get into that? And then, by the way, chat, if you want, you can throw questions into the chat or you can put in donations for questions, and I'll be monitoring both of those and relaying them on your behalf. So if we can transition the scene, possibly?
I actually haven't solved a Sudoku since August.
Oh my goodness. I was thinking I haven't solved a Sudoku for the entire month of October, and so I went to my gas backlog, and it did not go well. So I got my nervousness out of the way.
Right.
All right.
I missed this year's World Championship because we didn't get visas, and I was just avoiding puzzles for the entire time it happened.
Oh wow.
So I've actually not solved anything for 1.5 months.
Well, now's the time to get back into it, I suppose.
I guess.
All right. I see the puzzle is up on the screen, so feel free to get started.
It's on the screen?
I see it.
Okay. Does everyone else see it? Just to be sure before I start.
I am looking at the live stream, so I believe yes.
Yeah. What are you from Taylor, I think.
Yep.
Okay, cool. All right then. So, do I whatever. I'll just give me a minute. My browser's back here. Okay. Now I start. Okay. Oops. I don't like the highlights, by the way.
We might have a small problem.
Okay. What?
Because I am not seeing anything coming across the monitor.
Oh,
so I don't know if it's a delay.
60% of it.
Yeah.
What do I do?
All right. I think we're back live. So Prasanna apparently solved like 60% of the puzzle in probably about a minute, it felt like. So we're going to have him start fresh and go through that solve again. I think we've got our tech figured out. Thanks for hanging in there, everyone. Go ahead, Prasanna.
Okay. And let me know if you can't see it. And I do press the wrong thing a lot.
Yeah, let me know if you put a digit in. There, yep, I see it. I am just like fascinated that I guess maybe for this puzzle, quarter marks are probably too slow.
Yeah, I guess so.
It is.
I also don't use markings as much when it's I don't know what. And this is my worst skill, by the way, finishing off Sudokus.
Oh yeah.
Done.
Yeah, that was super impressive and awe-inspiring to watch. I'm really curious, like, do you just look for specific symbols as you're going through, like, or are you like just flipping through numbers that you're looking at?
I guess now at this stage of my solving, I go very scattered. Like I kind of just trust my intuition on where to look.
Mm-hmm.
It just kind of takes me through it. But I guess at the start when I was starting out, and also like I actually run a lot of workshops. So at the start, I always suggest go have a more structured approach. Take like any one digit and go through the grid and mark whenever there's up to 2 or 3 possibilities, but not more.
Mm-hmm.
And like if it can be placed in like 7 of the cells, don't mark it. But otherwise, just place the digit or mark it two or three, then move on to the next digit quickly. The At the start, the main thing to learn is to move on quicker because people get hung up. The most common practice is people get hung up like I need to solve this spot or I need to solve this digit, and then that slows you down a lot. Like the biggest thing I think for as you like as you get experience, what you're striving for is transitioning faster.
Okay, cool. Like if you don't see anything obvious, like just stop thinking about it and move on to something else.
Yeah,
I believe we had a donation incentive for you to do this quote the right way.
yeah. We shall see how that goes.
We shall see. So, can you tell us what the right way is?
Right. I believe Bastien of France had done a video a while ago saying solving Sudoku the right way, and uh, the idea was you solve the Sudoku from left to right and top to bottom. So from R1C1 and R1C2, and then going the entire row, and then finishing the next row, and so on. Now, how you do that is mostly try to memorize the steps and then get R1C1 and then so on. So that's what I'm gonna be attempting to do.
So, do you have to solve this entire puzzle basically in your head and then try and spit it out?
I My approach would be look at directed steps that allow me to get uh, R1C1, for instance. Like,
Okay.
I guess we'll see how that goes.
All right. Well, I'm really excited to see this.
Me too.
All right. Good luck.
Thank you. Okay. Tantan's gonna feel so impatient watching this.
It's okay. I can't remember anything. If I cannot write things, I will just not know anything.
We shall see if I can. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, this cross at the beginning does seem like it would really cause a problem, right?
Which cross?
The cross in box one. The
Right.
like five, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah. Okay, I got it. Okay.
Well, we're a third of the way through, but I feel like that means we're actually much more than a third of the way through.
I guess that might be true.
Comment from the chat that this is making your brain hurt. Trying to think how I would do this is definitely causing some head strain myself.
I'm trying to figure this out too. It's so hard.
Now, are you at any point here, like, trying to remember? Sorry, let me know if I need to be quiet, by the way. This seems like
No, I guess it adds to the challenge. So yes, I am trying to remember stuff. Okay. Mhm. Okay. No way. Yes. Yes.
That's a lot to remember. I'm glad I'm not the one doing this.
It does seem like an incredibly long walk.
Okay. Let's do that again. Okay. All right. I guess so.
Can you talk about, like, what you were trying to do?
I was basically getting this box filled in my head and using that to get these 3 digits. I already have this in my head.
Okay.
So, I was trying to solve this so that I could use this and this to get this. Okay. I knew this one. Yeah. 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 Okay. I knew this box, but I've forgotten it now. Sorry.
Bruh.
Wow.
Oh. Okay. Thanks.
Congratulations. Wow. That was super, super impressive. So, like, was there any part of like that puzzle that felt particularly devious to try and like fill a box in?
I
noticed
think the part where I paused in between, right? Because I think to get, I guess it was R4C3.
Mhm.
I had to pretty much uh, solve. I think I solved 3 boxes to get it.
Wow. Yeah. That was so impressive. Thank you so much. So I know next up we have Tantan is going to solve some puzzles for us, which I'm really excited for. Um, so
Oh, she's already solved them.
yeah, she's already solved them. Yes,
Guys, you missed it. Sorry.
she's just that fast.
She's
Um,
at me right now for picking her up so much.
I am curious while we're getting that scene set up and transition to. Do you guys have preferences between solving like online versus pencil or pen and paper?
Me definitely paper. I'm much faster on paper.
I am indifferent, I think. I have different styles on paper and online. I think I'm good at both.
Okay, I think you're very good at both too. That seems like a very accurate statement. Are most of the competitions paper?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I should say on Logic Masters India, in the last 2 years, we have brought in online solving as well as an option. But I don't think anyone else does that. Uh, it's always been paper rather than that.
All right. If I could get some help from tech to transition the scene.